I would like to introduce you to a multi-flow system. The multi-flow system is a flood and drain hydroponic system that works automatically. It utilises two pumps, one within the nutrient reservoir and one within the level controller. The system works by sending water into a level controller, which gradually, as it fills full of water, gravity pushes the water down a series of tubes into the bottom of the pots. The pots have two pots, an inner pot and an outer pot. The plant is contained within the inner pot. The water itself is pumped through a series of tubes into the bottom of the pots up to a certain level. The level is governed by a float switch within the level controller unit itself. The irrigation cycles are set up using a timer and can be varied between 1 minute and 45 minutes and can be as often as 6 times per day to as little as once per week. The amount of time needed to spend irrigating will vary depending on the size of plant you're growing and whether you're using a dry growing medium such as clay pebbles, which are shown in the system in front of you, or whether you're using something like clay pebbles or cocoa peat or soils or vermiculite or perlite. The guidelines of which can be found quite easily within the instructions. The flow tight sets the level of water which is sent into the pots, so the pots have no chance of overflowing at any point in time. The system you can see in front of you is a 22 plant system. It normally takes about 18 minutes for this system to become full of water. So using the irrigation timer in front of me, I can set up each flood cycle to be only 18 minutes long. At the end of an 18-minute cycle, the pump inside the level controller will start to pump all the water back into the tank again. So the pots become full of water almost to the top and are then drained off again. Flood and drain hydroponics, or ebb and flood as some people call it, is a very useful way of growing plants for several reasons. Most growers experiencing using hand water or a drip system will find that the growing medium never becomes fully wet. Water has a tendency to run through the cracks in the soil or down the side of the plant pots, for instance. With a multi-flow flood and drain system, the water is slowly pushed up through the root system itself, through the growing medium. This has the advantages of not only moistening all the growing medium, but also washing out any stale or large or high quantities of nutrient that are often trapped in the growing medium. So there's no need to ever flush your growing medium or your plants ever again, because with a multi-flow, every time you feed, a flush occurs. It helps to reset the pH of the growing medium, it helps to wash out any high strength nutrients, and as the water drains back down again, it will also pull oxygen into the growing system. Multi-flows can be used in a variety of places. The spacing between each pot can be determined by you, the grower. So if you would like lots of plants close together, you can put the plants close together or the pots close together, or you can space them out, as is your preference. The inner pots can be turned around or moved. So if you have a large plant growing underneath the light and a small one with very little light, you can pull one plant out and move them around. It's also possible to turn the pot or take the plant out of the system if it needs harvesting earlier than others, or perhaps if it has an infestation of any problem, you can take the plants out of the system and you can clean them up and put them back into the system. But the main advantage of a multi-flow over other hydroponic systems is that it's very, very easy to use. The system itself will probably only take half an hour's maintenance per week. So with a good quality system, it's possible to leave your grow room alone for 7 to 10 days, go away on holiday and enjoy yourself, rather than have to go to your grow room once a day or once every 2 days. So it's possible to go away on a holiday. So it gives you, the grower, a lot of time back again, where you can spend enjoying your life, but making sure your plants grow better than they always did, but with little time and effort put in. So a multi-flow, quite simply, it's maximum yields and it's minimum efforts.